Hey, Virgo, intuitive soul coach here with your March 2024 health, wealth, and abundance bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Virgo, let's dive into health. Please see the disclaimer in the description box below. Seek a medical professional if need be. All right, let's dive in. We're going to look at the energy centers in the body and how they can become blocked, right? How they can maybe manifest as dis-ease, also known as disease in the body, and what that may look like. Now, right away here, I'm getting pep talk. So some of you could be having a pep talk with yourself around health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and you are also changing your thoughts. And I feel like you're trying to change your thoughts into more gratitude here as well. Now, being thankful for, what's working in the body, but you also are taking a deep look at what may be showing up as an ailment, right? Maybe you're having some gut issues. Some of you could be having major issues around a sudden onset of symptoms, because I see the tower here showing up for you when it comes to health. So when we do get the tower, I feel like you are meant to adopt an abundant mindset through this tower, because some of you, you're going to dodge a bullet because you're paying attention, because you are aware. Now, if you're not aware, if you're not listening to your body, something could manifest as a very serious issue, concern, or ailment. So we'll dive into the tower here in just a moment, but it says adopt an abundant mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. So the universal law of attraction says that what we attract into our lives is what we are focused on. So that's what I mean here. If you are focused on your health, right? If you're focused on being in the energy of gratitude here and shifting the energies within you, if something feels off, think of it like a car vehicle, right? We have the gauge on the vehicle. We have the lights that go on when you're getting low on fuel or when there's a check engine, right? Your body has the same. And if you are paying attention to what some of those maybe check engine lights are saying when it comes to your body, I feel like you're able to focus on going in a new direction, focusing on being able to fix or heal something here. And it says, close your eyes. Put your hand on your heart and think of 3 things that you're grateful for today, especially when it comes to health, okay? Notice the abundance growing within you. I am getting here with this tower that there could have been an onset of symptoms, complications, maybe even infections. Some of you, it could have been a minor accident to a major one, right? Confrontations with people to maybe a vehicle accident here. Now, this is not showing up as a premonition. Again, it's not here to scare you. It's saying pay attention to what the body is saying, because yes, we can have onset illnesses, but I feel like you are taking a look at your health and you're going to know if something feels off, right? This can also affect the brain. It can be migraines. It can be head injuries, possibly even strokes. I'm also getting your blood pressure. So some of you, this could also be menopause, because I'm getting hot flashes, tower energy here. So Aries, there could be a surprise or a awakening. Some of you, you've gone through maybe even a near-death experience. Some of you, there is an intense emotional reaction due to something that could have shaken up your world. Maybe it was due to, a relationship or due to finances, a job, a family situation, whatever it was for you here. I feel like you're trying to set healthy boundaries. Okay, that's an important one, setting healthy boundaries, because you also have here the boundaries strengthened. And it says, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within a relationship or many relationships for some of you? This can also be the relationship with self, because there may have been a loss of self-confidence at times, Virgo. If you were going through a situation that was disheartening, or it was troublesome, or you felt like your world was crashing down, that can affect your health in all different levels. And I am getting as well with the Tower, it could have even been your lower extremities, right? What holds you up? And it could be the head, because that can also, it can feel foggy. We can lose our balance, right? And we can kind of come crumbling down. Some of you, there is an energy of headache or head pressure with the Tower, but this can also be your lower extremities, your knees, your ankles, your hips, your feet, your toes, right? It's some of you, I also get sleepwalking. That's interesting. Some of you may have been sleepwalkers, or maybe that is something that's, maybe your sleep is affecting you, sleep apnea as well with the Tower. I mean, this can be anything with health, but it doesn't have to be, catastrophic. It's just something for you to pay attention to now, because it is showing up in the reverse, which is good because it's freeing yourself from an energy that may feel stagnant or stuck in the body. Okay, so paying attention to the first and foremost, paying attention to what's not working for you. If you're eating a certain food and it's affecting your gut health and it's leaving you having a bad stomach cramp, or leaving you constipated or bloated or inflamed, if you are around a certain person that drains your energy, right? Pay attention to how your body reacts and responds to your internal and your external environments, okay, with the Tower. Now, you do have the boundaries, and it says to create more healthy boundaries, we first need to get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. So Virgo, in your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin, right? Because I see here that someone could be draining your energy. It could even be children here, or someone who's very immature, or it could be an energy of the past, right? You do have the Six of Cups. So it could be some inner child wounding. It could be immaturity here, or it could even be feeling like you're not as young as you once were, right? Maybe those knees are getting a little bit rickety, or maybe you're not able to see as good as you are, or good as you once did, right? But I also feel that you may have felt like you had crossed the line, or you weren't quite sure if it was your energy or someone else's energy. So I see March being a month where you really get in tune with yourself. That's why you have the Tower here. And we're going to need to get in tune with our intuition more than ever before going into this new world, this new energy, this new shift, which we're already in. We're already in the midst of. But with the upcoming energies of, AI and huge transformational changes, if we aren't in tune with our bodies, if we're not in tune with our own intuition, lines are going to be crossed. You're not going to know what weighs up, what weighs down. You're not going to know what to trust. Right? So it says here, when we separate our energy from others, we are then able, Virgo, to gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves, right? If you're an empath, which some of you are, if you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. Okay, we can have compassion. We can be healers. We can be light workers. We don't have to take on their stuff, because it's not your job to fix anyone, right? It's your job to heal yourself. When you heal, the world heals, and you may be in a caring role or a profession, and you may be a caregiver. Maybe you take care of children, or you take care of the elderly, or that could be your line of work. Know when the line is crossed, know what to kind of leave at the door. Some of you may really benefit from taking a nice long shower when you get home, and just imagine all of that gunk, all of that energy going down the drain, right? Today's mantra, I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what is best for me. Yes. That's what we need to do, is set boundaries. Sometimes we've been taught that that's selfish, that you have to, eat standing up, or you have to feed everyone, or, not saying not to feed your kids first, right? But make sure that you're taking care of you, because if you are not taken care of, you're not going to be putting the best energy into what you want to take care of, right? We have the 9 of Pentacles showing up, Venus and Virgo energy. This can denote maybe intestinal, can even be parasitic, I'm getting as well. It can be an overabundance. I'm also getting here paying attention. Now this is interesting, very interesting. I've never got this message here, but paying attention to maybe the different water. Sometimes you go to a different country and they say don't drink the water, or be mindful of what you eat. Pay attention if you're going to a different country. Again, be careful of maybe different bugs, parasites, bacteria. Okay, thank you. Something with bacteria. Some of you may have had an intestinal or bacterial infection. This can also denote maybe tapeworm, or maybe even worms or something of that nature. It doesn't mean that you have worms, but it could be that you bite into something and it's toxic or it's poisonous. So just be mindful. I mean, do people even still get tapeworms? Or maybe it is more of a parasitic type of energy, maybe Lyme's disease as well. Of course, seek a professional if need be. But the 9 of Pentacles, she can indulge, right? She's indulging in the luxuries that life has to offer. And sometimes I feel like, and she's actually holding an apple there as well. So maybe that's part of why I'm getting the worm. But I see here that it's okay to indulge in the luxuries, but try not to go to extremes, okay? I also see something here with someone eating some bad sushi or bad fish or bad maybe clam. I mean, I can see the little snail up there, and I feel like it may be something of the water, okay? So just be mindful of that as well. This can also be maybe a lack of mercury, or maybe too much mercury in food, in your food. Maybe getting a little more fruits and vegetables. That always is good as well. You see the blueberries up here. That's very beneficial. I'm also getting pomegranate with this 9 of Pentacles. So just being mindful. Some of you may have even had children who have been sick with the 6 of Cups. Now, when it comes to health, you also are focused on maybe your flexibility, okay? Flexibility is very important. A lot of signs have been getting the flexible energy. And it says here, how can you be more flexible? So stretching the hips, stretching, the arms, lengthening the body. Some of you may have a leg that's longer than another. Some of you are benefiting from maybe doing yoga classes, or going to see someone, a rehab specialist, or someone who works with muscular. I'm getting like muscular, something within the muscular system. Something may have felt stuck, or maybe some of you have some muscles that haven't been working properly. What are you trying to control, right? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today, and trust the outcome will be in your highest good. Today's soul action, Virgo, remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you're not alone. Then do some yoga. Yeah, do some yoga and then write in your gratitude journal. Okay, with the grateful energy here. So I definitely feel like you are focused on attracting healthier things into your life, because you are getting focused. You want to be flexible. So I see here that there are alternative forms of therapy available. I mean, to all of us, of course, but you're looking into alternative ways to avoid towers. You may be looking into your food, your diet, the people you surround yourself with, your inner child. Some of you, this is deep shadow work as well, some shadow woundings. Some of you, you are strengthening the relationship you have with your higher self, or to spirit or source. Okay, I do see that here as well. Now with the 6 of Cups showing up, this is Scorpio energy, and it can affect maybe menstrual cycles, okay? Maybe even urinary or uterine or ovaries. This may pertain to children. It can also affect the groin, or maybe organs of bladder or elimination as well, where children are, manifested, where they are, where they come out of as well. So 6 of Cups energy, I feel like there may have been some cystic ovaries situation here, hysterectomy, menopause, just looking into that health. It could kind of roll back into your lower back region as well. I'm also seeing it's important for you to let your inner child out and have some fun. I don't care if you're, 19 years old or you're 99. It's still important to let that inner child come out and have a little bit of fun, celebrate, laugh, play, go on the swings, draw, a color in a coloring book with your child or grandchildren. So health is very important here. And even though I'm getting some of you need to get moving, because the Nine of Pentacles, she can at times become a little bit stagnant. Okay, she can become a little bit stagnant or not follow through. Like, I want to go to the gym, right? She goes to the gym for 3 days and then, nah, I'm good. I feel good, right? She can indulge in those luxuries, but there's some goal, a health goal that maybe you've wanted for quite some time for yourself or for your children, for your family. And I do feel like you are setting boundaries, but at the same time, you are being flexible here. And I feel because you're being flexible, there's new opportunities, new ways to free yourself from some sort of stressors or chakra imbalances in the body. All right, let's take a look at wealth. What do we have, please, for wealth for Virgo in the month of March? We have heart. We have the mask. Oh yeah, all masks are off. You're getting honest with yourself about your financial situation and what you need to do. Okay, wealth can be career, job, money. Doesn't matter if you're retired, if you're jobless, if you're, homeless. We'll look into this all. You have the heart, you have the mask, and you have the frame. So right away here, this is about having a job that you love, Virgo. Some of you, your counselors, your guides, your healers, your mentors. This is about joint finances, or I'm seeing here money coming into an account. So there's joint interactions happening for you in the month of March. So there could be steady income. Some of you, this is about being supported. Maybe you have a spouse or you have, some sort of supplemental income coming in where you are supported. But I feel like there has been some sort of theft. Okay, be mindful. And maybe that's part of setting healthy boundaries, because someone could be taking advantage of you. Someone could be taking advantage. You could be paying more than you need to, right? Maybe it's on your insurance. Maybe you're paying more insurance than you need to, or someone could be taking advantage and you're not recognizing it or you're not realizing it. But I see that something is going to come to the surface here, and you're going to find, it's almost like you find the flaw or you find what has been hidden. Yeah, because this is hidden potential. Some of you, when it comes to your wealth, you could be discovering your spiritual gifts. And if there was any issue of keeping something hidden due to societal norms or family pressure, anything of that nature, I feel like you're coming out of the closet in a way and you're saying, I don't want to go in that direction. I want to do this. This is what I've always wanted to do since I was a child, or this is who I am. I don't want to hide behind this any longer. And I also see here, some of you could be actors, executive assistants, okay? You could even find money. Yeah, let's look at that since we're diving into abundance. There could be a great find. I'm getting like 20 bucks in a coat pocket, or maybe you buy a purse from a garage sale or a thrift store and you find 100 bucks in the, in the pocket. And for some of you that are saying that never happens to me, let's be more flexible, because why can't it happen to you? Right? Just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean that it can't. That's a limiting belief, right? Be grateful. Yes, these things happen to me. Yes, I attract abundance. Yes, I find money in unusual, unexpected places. You have here maybe even emotional spending. If you tend to be at times maybe a shopaholic, or if you've spent more, some of you, I see that it's like you're spending more than what's coming in, but you are reframing that in the month of March, okay? There's steady income coming in and you're organizing. Yeah, reframing, literally. And this is accomplishment. Some of you could work in the art and design industry. This could be home-oriented. Maybe you're self-employed. Maybe some of you are going back to school to get a certification, a diploma, or hang something from a wall to have a little more credibility here, to make a little bit more. I feel like some of you were promised, if you do move in that direction, that you'll get a raise. but it didn't happen. Okay, it didn't happen in the past when you've asked for it. So now you're making some new money moves. Yeah, because something left you feeling disappointed. But I feel like I don't want to say you're forgiving, you're healing. Okay, you're healing from whatever this mask is, whether this is self. Okay, Three of Swords. There was some sort of rejection. You were rejected from an offer here, or you felt like you were being used, or someone stole your ideas, or stole your identity, stole your money, whatever it may be, but you're moving on from that this month. You have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there was some sort of gossip or talk about you, or you just received some news that was disappointing or disheartening. But with the Chariot here, you're going to have victorious success elsewhere is what I'm getting. Okay, so if there was some struggle in your wealth category, okay, if maybe you were denied of a loan, or you had spent too much and you had to pay an astronomical interest rate. Perhaps you were rejected for a home that you really wanted to purchase. I mean, wealth can be anything, of course. Rejection is protection. And I feel like you are being divinely guided with the Chariot here, Virgo, to move in a new direction this month. And I see that whatever had been maybe challenging for you, you're going to finally feel back on your feet completely by Cancer season. Okay, June energy. So even though this is March, you're moving forward in the month of March, but I feel by June, things are really going to start to look up for you when it comes to your wealth. All right, let's take a look at abundance. What do we have here for abundance? Now, abundance can be anything, Virgo. It can be more quality time. It can be an abundance of friends, of family, soul tribe. Okay, I feel for you. You want to feel healthy is what I'm hearing. You want to feel supported. Some of you want to travel. Okay, travel has been coming up a lot. Makes sense. We have spring break. A lot of you go on spring break or take vacations in the month of March. I know I am. Okay, you have divine guidance, and yeah, there's that shadow work that we talked about earlier. So you have been doing the inner healing, and I see that any buried emotions that you've kept hidden, you're not going to have to go back to that deep dark place that you were in, and for that, be grateful for, because this is abundant energy. This is abundance, right? This is about healing, maybe even the ego. Healthy ego is important. We can have a healthy ego. It's when we get an inflated ego or a wounded ego that we tend to really suffer. When we tend to bury our emotions, that's what can create dis-ease in the body and dysfunction in the energy centers. Yeah, there's a lot of inner healing. You may have had to go through a lot of therapy, a lot of trauma, a lot of buried emotions, but be grateful that you are on the lighter side of things, and now you can look at that shadow and say, all right, I see you there, but I don't want to cross that threshold. I know what to do if I start to go down that rabbit hole. Kudos to you. Divine guidance. I get someone in spirit. Mary could be significant. Mother Mary, maybe someone's name is Mary. Some of you may have grown up with like rosary beads or Catholic. This is about miracles. This is angelic support, answered prayers, spiritual strength, assistance, and miracles. What better of an energy could you have in your abundance category than miracles, right? So expect miracles. Some of you may even benefit from reading A Course in Miracles, or opening up to that energy of gratitude. Like it says here, when you're in that energy of gratitude, it's hard to feel less than, right? It's hard to feel that fear. So you are being divinely protected here. And I feel like there is a wish fulfillment or a miracle coming in for you that is going to bring a lot of abundance. I also see that some of you have a loved one in spirit, and you may be getting assistance. You may be receiving messages from that loved one. March could be a birthday, a celebration of life, an anniversary of someone that's crossed over. Yeah, and as I say that, we have the ancestor card showing up here. There is an ending coming in that's going to bring you a lot more happiness. And look at that, wish fulfillment and the Emperor as your outcome. All right, there's some new choices, some new options coming in for you. You have the Wanderlust and the Awakening. And remember, that Tower is about a spiritual awakening here, Virgo. Phoenix rising. This is you rising up and reclaiming your throne. And you are sitting in the throne here with the Emperor. Aries energy, and a lot of signs have been getting this Emperor because we are moving into Aries season, the astrological new year, the spring equinox, and the northern hemisphere. This is about reclaiming your power, rebirth, spiritual truth, and you may even be traveling as well, or feeling like you are ready to get out there, ready to explore, ready to travel new lands, backpack, be a gypsy soul in some way, shape, or form, taking your business to a new level, or your career, maybe even relocating, moving. So you're getting outside the comfort zone, but you have a map, you have an internal navigational system called your intuition, right? Let that be your GPS. So whatever Wanderlust means here for you, Virgo, you're certainly moving in a really great direction because something's been difficult. There's been a massive betrayal or being stabbed in the back here with the 10 of Swords. This is about recovery. It's about denial. Some of you, it's like you may have felt like you were stuck in a situation or even in denial about a situation. Is that really happening? But that's what you're coming out of because you realize that you have some new options. I'm also getting this energy of some of you may have been letting someone live in your head rent free, like they were taking up some space, and it's like they were a squatter, right? They weren't even doing any good. They were destroying the place, and I feel like you're kicking them out, whatever that means for you, kicking something out of your thoughts or your energy. If there's been some family drama, I feel like there's going to be a recoup. There's going to be some sort of coming together here with the 10 of Pentacles. This is stability, financial security, building a legacy. It's family ties. It could be an inheritance or even long-term goals. Now, abundance is also the Wall Street card. So for those of you that dabble in maybe stocks or crypto or anything Wall Street, of course, please seek a financial advisor, but this could be very abundant for that energy here as well. So I'm loving this for you. Outcome, you do have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. We did see the 9 of Pentacles, so a lot of singular independent energy, but you are rising to the top here in the month of March with the Emperor showing up as your outcome. That is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope it resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.